A feast layer? Sublayer 4000? What happened to the other layer? I had things I wanted to do there.
Back again, DK. It feels like I've come home.
1,400? You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Ah, yes. That's a big banandium root stem. The salt rocks, right? Salt rocks?
Steady.
I mean, it's stone. Salt rock meat carnival. I cannot change the camera there. I wanted some sort of idle animation to play, but no. Alright, well, welcome to the Salt Rock Meat Carnival. I wanted to do stuff on the previous layer, but I guess I'm here now. You know what that means. Welcome to the Feast Layer! Here you could join a factory tour and learn all about the wonders of food processing. Is that fucking stomach acid walls? Is the Feast Layer inside the Harmonial? Please, you must try our famed banana burger.
You hear that, DK? A banana burger and a factory tour. Sign me up.
That's a nice face you've got there. It's a great face.
Doesn't sound far. We should go.
Panty shake. Do you have questions about our fried pride factory? If so, we have answers. The white stuff? It's salt. Here on the Feast Layer, we harvest fine salt right from the ground. Green stuff? Oh no, the muck has oozed its way out here? Not good, not good at all. Whatever you do, don't touch the muck, it's yuck. What are we going to do? That muck is getting into everything. It's horrible. It's roarable. But hitting muck with salt does seem to get rid of it. While you're touring the factory, you can try to throw salt at that stuff. When you get a chance, it'd be grateful. Lions, huh? Out of everything I've seen online of Donkey Kong Bananza over the last month this game has been out, I was in fact aware of the snake and the elephant bonanzas, of their existence at least. I didn't know anything about them. I had seen some fan art though. I knew nothing about lions. This is completely new to me. No one has ever said anything about lions online. You know what? Cathode ray tube? What? An old-style television that was sure to catch the eye. If it didn't turn on at first, the best way to repair it is a good slap. Well, that's fun. I mean, it's inspired by the TVs, or the TV that's in Donkey Kong's house. That lets me bring up another point. One of the developers of the game had said something. I had this bookmarked. Takahashi says Donkey Kong game references within Bonanza should be enjoyed without thinking about it too deeply. He was asked if there's a connection to Donkey Kong Island. Not everything needs to be connected in a timeline. Some things are just for fun. Talking specifically about the Donkey Kong house in the Nostalgia Country bonus level. I don't necessarily agree with that statement, in my personal opinion. I would like to think those levels that are inspired by the Donkey Kong Country games that show up in the bonus levels are like... I mean, they're literally in just, like, a weird space dimension. Like, that's what those areas are. So it's just one of those areas that just happens to be Donkey Kong Country, and there's nothing more to that. That doesn't need a lore explanation, but people were thinking, like, is Donkey Kong Island underground? No. I find it very funny that a lot of the games that I play on this channel, by complete accident, all the time, are, like, connected. This happens so often, and I have many different examples of it happening over the years. But if you take a look at a lot of the games that I've played, and then look in the order that I've played them, some of them are in a particular order of theming, and some of them just have very similar themes to them. Like, what do you mean that I just finished Deltarune? Deltarune's Chapters 3 and 4 come out. And then I go down to a sub-layer in this game that has a snake with a baseball cap, with a beard, and is right next to a pink and yellow lampshade. And then I go slightly farther down, and now I'm finding cathode ray tube fossils. Oh, you literally cannot suck this up, was what I wanted to try. You can't. Alright, so it has to be salt. Interesting. Kill your TV with a pile of salt. Your attention, please. Turn your gaze to the point just past the factory gate. That's the Banana Burger production line, the pride of our factory. I'm so confused as to where I am. Saga the Explorer Tone, verse 26. Just now, an appetizing aroma stopped us in our tracks. Of course, there has to be food-themed areas in here. There was a food-themed area in Odyssey. Gallant-looking creature with a bushy tuft of hair, almost like a mane, or almost mane-like, called out to us. His sharp claws and fangs were off-putting at first, but he offered us a hearty, if not hairy, welcome. We must know that this hamburger he speaks about... And the other fossil is a tire, I'd have to assume. Please break it. Please break it. Come on. Old tire. Yeah. 2 more Donkey Kong Country related things. I mean, the TV and the tire are both from DK's house. You could roll these rubber rings around and jump off them to reach high spots, or just bounce on them for fun. I traveled all the way here just to get a taste of that giant banana burger folks are always going on about. Supposedly it's a burger that's also a tower, and I hear they let you eat any chunk of it you tear off. The Banana Burger Tower is supposed to be behind the main gate over yonder. That's fantastic, the main gate. That's great, that's so awesome. Giraffe. Burger. Oh, he was making a burger light because it's a snake and they make lights. I apologize. I don't know what's happening right now is what I would like to say. I just don't know what's happening. You want me to break the acid? How about I break the fucking wall? And dictoid. And dictoid. Too many buttons to press. Bouncy beatings. Anything else cool in here? There's a bunch of fossils. I like how that melts. This is a full-ass layer again. Oh, stop that. Stop that. Stop that. What is going on in here? I'm getting ahead of myself. Would you like to blast back up? Sure. I don't even know where I am. You got a warp gong around here? Welcome to the feast lair. We're having a bit of trouble with some muck right now. We encourage you to take the tour anyway. In fact, another guest toured the factory with a rowdy bunch of tag-alongs a bit earlier, so go join the feast. I don't know what's happening. Am I or am I not? Don't say, though. I'm just confused. Personally speaking, I almost feel like that would make sense, considering the eels are all, like, things that take you to different places. What if there's just this giant amusement park inside the eel, and everyone who wants to, you know, teleport to a different layer is, you know, inside the thing, and while they're, you know, waiting to get to their destination, they're at an amusement park. That sounds like something this game would do. That's probably not the case, considering there's a warp gong right here. And it would be weird to have, like, a weird Inception thing going on. God, we are a lot closer than I thought we were to the planet core. At this rate, there's not much left, but we'll see. I haven't been looking at the map because I didn't want to see around the area just yet. That's why I don't want to see around the area just yet. What I would like to do really quick is take a moment to go back up. I've got a little bit more here to find. I also need to, like, destroy all of the concrete. Destroy all of it. I've come back to your disco to fuck it all up again. It was. Warp gong's that way. Okay, so here's what we do. Actually, can I, like, suck? Hold on, wait. Here's what we do. I cannot suck that, though. I've got ideas. Can I suck this guy? Not quite. We hit the swap. That way I can do this. Right? Please. Okay, well not... It's not what I want. At least I have some gold in here now. And we have to hit this again. Actually, maybe. I don't know. Wait, no, I'm stupid. I'm a fucking snake. What am I doing? No, we hit this again. I'm like, that's how we get up there. I'm a snake. That makes sense. I'm forgetting we have snake abilities. There we go. Oh, stop it! I'm holding right and I'm going left. Rakina wheels. Okay. Up. And then this guy. Fuck you. There's a banana back here. A square-shaped secret. That's right, it goes in the square hole. And then over there we go. You'd like to swap harp. Well, that would have been convenient like ages ago. They put you in jail. Smash. And you shall receive HIV.
There's a banana.
Smash and receive. Is there anything else I really need to do with any of these points right now? A third egg bomb. Was there anything else? That. You're free. Are you letting us out? Thank you. Our older sibling is waiting for us in the VIP room. We hope they're not too worried. Alright, everything in here is now taken care of. We can now go in here. Oh, wait, no, I think I could have gone in here before. I was, for some reason, thinking I needed Pauline for this. Well, now I just have Pauline for this. See that. Out of curiosity, we're just gonna drop down just in case there's anything else. Nope, there's not. That. Destined for the top. I don't feel like there's any real reason for this to be here. Why do I need to swap them? No, it's because of this guy. Yoink. Get over here. No. Not what I need. No, straight up killed the other one. I mean, oh, come on. You'll get there eventually. Still looking for any sign of the secret banana.
Focus.
That doesn't help. Wait, no, hold on. What am I trying to do? Nope, okay. Can I suck? Okay. Let me see where this is. Okay, so I haven't passed it. I think what I'm supposed to do is do that. That makes more sense. And suck open the disco ball. A groovy disco very. That's a sentence, alright. You literally can't get that last banana without the elephant bonanza anyway, so you did need Pauline for this. I apparently opened up the door. I don't know how I did that, but I did. And once again, you have nothing new to say? Nothing new to say. Very disappointing. Anyway, destroy all this. I just remembered something I don't have down here in this room with me right now. Is there something I meant to bring downstairs with me? Is, you see this, that Pokeball there that has the Decidueye on it. That was like, Pokemon was partnered with Mega Constructs or whatever. Oh, a secret wall. Now I have to do this. And I built that quite a while ago. There was a new one that came out, that is like a pixel art Pokeball from like Fire Red Leaf Green or something. I'm gonna build that and have it in the background. I just haven't done that yet. Behind the disco's wall. Or the Great Harmonial, this monstrous eagle has an absurdly long body. Within its stomach churn the chunks of gold that it swallows naturally while swimming through the earth. Within its lungs churn the echoes of its favorite songs. And while I'm destroying things, I can actually tell a story now. The story is that I have a story from work the other day. And that is... let me grab this. I had a very positive, yet very strange interaction at work the other day. For anyone who needs a refresher, I work retail at a Target. And it's like 9:30 p.m. And we're like closing the store in like 30 minutes, and I get a call for help in the electronics department, which is the place I substitute in for most of the time while I'm doing the rest of my work. And a guy comes back there, and he's like kind of hyper a little bit, and like is also very indecisive about exactly what he wants. Where he's there to get the new Madden game and 2 PlayStation 5 controllers. And he's looking at the different controllers. There we go. He's looking at the different controllers. And he's looking at like a blue one. And he's like, can I get that blue one? I'm like, yep. And I get that for him. And then he is... Let me see if there's like anything else in here. I haven't looked at the rest of this layer. I might buy maps. What else am I missing? I'm missing 3 bananas and 7 fossils. If I can't find them, I'll take a look around. But then he wants to get like a red controller. So I get the red controller, but then he looks at like this gray one. He's like, actually, can I get the gray one? So I put the red one back. He's like, actually, can I get something else? I forget exactly what, but like I have the 2 controllers in my hands. And then I go to get the Madden game, which is like on the end cap in front of the PlayStation stuff. And then he is like, actually, can I get this green controller? Can I get in here? This is the Fossil Museum again. Can I get this green controller? I'm like, okay, so he wants the red and the green controllers. So I get him the red and the green controllers, and then the game. Here, I cannot walk. Now that I don't know where I'm going, I cannot walk and talk at the same time. Here, you know what? Let me go to the shop. Let me try and... There's not much to, like, dig up in this area, so... Let me get the 3 bananas, at least. Maybe I can find the fossils. Okay, and the disco ball there, I would have not guessed there's one there. And then... in the Cranky Kong room? But, like, I get the stuff and I ring him up, but he's also there with someone else. And this other guy is buying an air mattress of some kind. Is it the Cranky Kong room? Yes. Oh, it's literally up there. Noik. So I ring him up for the stuff, and then... What is this? Thank you for saving our siblings. We use a barrel cannon to the terrace. Oh, there's Ramby. Yes, that's the hint to where that's there. Nice. And then he reaches into his pocket, and he pulls out this massive stack of money. Like a massive super wad of cash. And it spreads all over the counter. So I'm like, gonna go count the money. To like, you know, so we can pay. And then he, like, jokingly says, oh, you better not touch my money. So I'm like, okay. I just leave him to it. Oh, it's up there. And he counts the money, and I watch him count the money. And it's like he's paying all... This is, like... I think it was, like, $270 or something. Was, like, the total for everything that was there. And he's paying all in 10s and 20s. I have a feeling there's something over there. Unless I could, like, go back to the tunnel or something. So, like, I listen to him count the money, and then he counts the money. But then the person he's with was like, actually, how much is this air mattress? So I give him the price of the thing. And it's, like, $24 for that. And then he's like, actually, let me go back and get something else. That's better. So he goes back and gets something else that's better. Where does that lead? There's a thing back there. There's a bonus level. And then I wait. And the guy comes back. The other guy comes back. There we go. And then I ring that up, and then there's, like, extra money that needs to be added to the total, so I count up the rest of the money. Oops. There we go. And I count up the rest, and it's, like, the proper total. It was, like, 300 something, 340, I think. And there was an extra $5 bill in the total, so it's like, hey, you can take this back, this is extra. And the guy who's, like, you know, buying the controllers and Madden is, like, actually... He says, actually, how about you have this $5 as a tip? And I'm, like, still confused. And I say, oh, are you sure? And he says, yeah. So I take the $5, and then I give them their receipt, and say, have a fantastic rest of your night. I always say to every customer at Target, whenever I'm helping them to check out, you know how I say in my outros of my streams and videos, have a fantastic rest of your day and or night? That's what I say in my outros. That's what I say to the customers. I say, have a fantastic rest of your night. So I said that, and he goes, "Thank you for the great customer service," and then him and his friend leave. So, I now have $5 more than I did before. I don't know what that was all about, but I will gladly take it. I'm going to buy the maps for the fossils, I think, because I don't want to be here forever. We have so much stuff here, it is completely fine that we can buy the fossil maps. And these are also pretty cheap fossil maps, too. There we go. Okay. So the rest of the fossils are as fossils. There was literally one right above my head the entire time. There's one over there. Can I climb this, please? There was one up there. I'm glad I did this because it's at least short. I have to go all the way back through here. I had a feeling I was going to be missing a fossil in one of these areas. I have to go all the way through this again. Not scared of you. It's gotta be in one of these walls or something. It's down below me? Oh, it's in the cave. Can I take the cave? There we go. There we go. And then I have to go all the way around again if I wanted to get out. However, can I snake in here? I can. There, that helps. Then everything is back in the middle, pretty much. Okay, I also felt like I was missing something in here, too. There we go. And this takes us back out. Okay. And then in the gong room and on the disco ball. Really? Stop it. I'm holding left, and you're going right. Thank you. And then... I don't know why I have to do this every time. There we go. Alright, officially that is all the fossils and all the stuff in the funny disco layer. So what do we have to spend here? Fractone Gradient Fur. Chipper and pleasing like a friendly, fun-loving Fractone. Flower Gradient Fur. Bright and delightful like a bouquet of freshly bloomed flowers. Monochrome Gradient Fur. Stark and clean, as if the color has been fully drained. Shiny Silver Fur. Sparkly and shiny like a disco ball over a dance floor. We can quickly take a look at these colors that I will never use because I like being default dong. I also have this stuff, I guess. The Bananargy, or Bananium Chip Tie. Fractone Gradient. That's a good gradient. I do enjoy these gradients. That's a good one, too. The Monochrome. And the Shiny Silver. I didn't take a look at the stuff before. Naked. Now, honestly, because I've been wearing these overalls the entire time, seeing Donkey Kong without pants is actually disturbing. And then I also got this that I didn't see before. The red and green pants are a little bit much. That's like some like, Homestuck stuff. Some cherub trickster lollipop trash. Alright, well, we are now done in the disco. And now we can get back up and go back to the feast, I suppose. You know, you think Nintendo might add, like, a DLC layer to this game or something? I don't think this game needs DLC in the slightest. Mario Odyssey never got DLC. It got some, like, extra costumes that were added post-launch and, like, the Balloon World stuff. But, like, this game is so incredibly solid. But because the fact that all of the layers go in, you know, increments of 100, you can just, like, add, like, layer 1,450. And that would just be an entirely separate area in the game or something. That's a very easy thing for them to do. Just add, like, 50s to, like, extra areas. Freestyle Bonanzas, City Smash. The building is to come down, and we're gonna let you do the honors. Finish it within the time limit, and we'll give you a banana for it. Finish with 20 more things on the clock, and do the thing. I feel like Kong Bananza is like the best one for taking this stuff down, so... If we need to break these pillars, then just do that, you know? And then I can do a big suck of this. And then switch back to Kong Bananza. Do this. Where the fuck do I go? I have to actually use all the Bonanzas. The fucking... there's a lot going on here that you have to take into account. How? Yeah, that's not happening, huh? Can I snake? Got anything up here? What do I do about this? Now here's the secret. I have to go from the inside. Aha, it's a Splatoon secret. I've done secrets just like this in Splatoon. Shla! And then do this from the top down. Right? Or I just have no fucking health. Where did my health go? Okay. And then... get rid of all of this. And then... Kong Bananza the walls. There's a disc. 2 discs. Okay. Stop! Donkey Kong, stop it! How is there still this much left? Well, if I didn't see the discs there, I might have been able to do it that attempt.
Great job! All right.
And then go down. No, don't do that. Fucking, where's the rest of it? There we go. Top down was definitely the play.
Awesome.
Let me through. Fast-paced freestyle bonanzas. Coming out.